Send all your love in my way, cause you don't know say I'm here to stay. I pray that you stand beside a man.
No one knows who Bob Marley's best friend is.
It's emotional.
But Bob Marley never cheated on her in the beginning. She cheated on him. She was...
What's up, everyone? This is ArmyguyTravels and Mosha.
Yeah.
We are live from Mosha's Reggae Lounge here on the beautiful north coast of the Dominican Republic. And he's got a story to tell. And we're just going to have a good time and teach you guys a little bit about
Bob Marley.
About Bob Marley.
Rita Marley.
Rita Marley.
Cindy Breakspear.
And?
Ziggy Marley. All of that. Yeah, we touch a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So we can't give them everything. We give them a little bit now.
A taste.
Yes. And for them to get the second, they're going to have to subscribe to your channel.
Yes.
And mine, and like the video.
And we might actually put the next episode and have it be as a members only.
Right.
That way, only people that subscribe
support
get
our
it.
channel. So my channel is Yao or Mosha's Reggae Lounge. And you go into YouTube, you pull it up.
And I'm going to tag in my video so that you guys can find his channel as well.
Right. So, all right. So, you have any questions first before we get into it?
No, I'm just ready. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to. I mean, I went to Jamaica.
You love Jamaica.
I love Jamaica, and I went to the Bob Marley Museum and learned a lot. I have another video coming out soon where I met someone from the family. I'll tell you about that later.
All right, cool.
And yeah, guys, it's Jamaica's really amazing, and music is part of the culture. So
okay, guys. So everybody, let's start with the movie. What you think? Start with the Bob Marley movie. It's a fake movie.
Yeah.
That's what I want to tell you. Or if you don't want to, I'll go to something else.
No. Okay, so I think with the movie, it was cool.
Yes.
But it was definitely made for Hollywood.
Thank you.
Because
that's my point.
Even if you
right, 100% right.
Even if you just go to the museum, you're going to learn a lot about the history because it's family friends that run the museum.
You don't need to pay to go see that. Right?
No.
They have it in the museum.
But they have it in the museum, and you learn the real facts.
Right, exactly.
And
if
then,
you go to Jamaica, you get it too.
And you can feel Bob when you're inside that home because it's where he was shot. It's where he lived for many years, where his children lived. And if you go out back, they have dispensary, and you can sit out there and smoke where he smoked. And kind of feel Bob
energy.
It's actually really interesting.
It's true, but you see his energy is there for real. So the movie, I say it's fake because a lot of things was not in the movie about Bob Marley's life. This is supposed to be about his life.
Your leg's bumping. Your leg's bumping.
I like?
Yeah, your leg was bumping, getting the screamers.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, dude, I got you.
No, I didn't hear you.
Okay, sorry.
So, no, don't worry. So, there's a lot of things in the movie. Who knows what Bob Marley... No one knows who Bob Marley's best friend is. Did they show anything about his best friend in the movie?
Who was his best friend? Yeah.
Did they show it?
I don't remember. I don't remember a lot.
Okay, the best friend of Bob Marley's best friend was Alan Skilco. Alan Skilco was the superstar soccer player in Jamaica at the time. And because Bob Marley loved soccer so much, he became very good friend. So this guy has all the secrets about Bob Marley. Bob Marley was a very... I knew Bob Marley. There was a gym when I was very, very young that I used to attend. And they used to come there. And they used to all drive BMW. You know the little small BMW? That's why they drive it because to them it means Bob Marley and the Wailers.
So they all had matching cars.
So they all have BMW.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I saw. A lot of people talking about Bob, they have no intimate knowledge of Bob Marley. I have an intimate knowledge of part of his personal life. And so I wasn't involved in it, but I used to go to the gym they used to come to, and the gossip and everything goes around there. We get it as kids. So a lot of things people don't even know, and you would probably not hear this, is that Cindy Breakspear was never really interested in Bob in the beginning.
Yeah.
When he went to Europe on tour and came back, that's why a lot of the songs he writes is about his personal life. I wanna love you and treat you right. He's singing that about Sydney birthday.
Okay.
So when he came back from tour, that's when they started to get tighter. She started giving him more attention. And also, Bob Marley was the type of guy, a gift for him to a woman is a mango. He would bring her a mango. He would bring her a bunch of Guinness. He would bring her little things. Bob Marley was a natural guy. But before I finish with that, people see Bob Marley and think that the womanization that he had was a fault of his nature. But that's not true. Bob Marley was not a womanizer. Bob Marley started going out with other women because Rita Marley used to sleep with a lot of guys. Excuse me. Rita Marley was the equivalent of the movie Pimper's Paradise.
Yeah.
He's talking about his wife.
Oh, okay.
Because she used to sleep with any and everybody. One or two, I'm not going to say who they are, of Bob Marley's children and Rita, is not Bob Marley's. He's not the father.
I think I can tell who they are.
Well, there's a
You
few.
can look at
There
the,
you go.
because if you go to the Bob Marley house, you can see there's a painting of all of the
them,
children,
yeah.
all in a line,
Yeah.
and some look like they're Bob's, and a couple, two or three,
Yeah.
two or three don't look
Yeah.
like they are.
No, a lot of them, a lot more than 2 and 3.
Who? Oh yeah, we're not gonna go there. Yeah, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go. Yeah,
we don't want to get involved with that.
and that's negative energy.
Yeah, so we just want to say, we just want to give people information so they have a little clearer understanding and open up their eyes as to who and what was going on with the Bob Marley family. So, Rita, is not as she cracked up to be. Number one, Rita Marley is not Jamaican.
Where's she from? Trinidad?
Cuba.
Oh, she's Cuban.
Her father used to play instruments. Rita Marley's mom, Bob Marley's mom, never liked Rita Marley because she wasn't real.
Oh, okay.
Rita Marley, Bob Marley's mom didn't want her to go out. It's when Bob Marley's mom left and went to Maryland, to the States, that's when she was pushing Bob to marry her, behind the back of his mom. Whatever transpired there, but there's a lot going on with that. Rita Marley's not Jamaican. Rita Marley also, I'm going to tell this because this is not a secret. Bunny Wailer speaks about this. They said Bob Marley was poisoned with some kind of radiation poisoning, cancer, right?
Yeah. Because he had cancer around the time he got shot.
Yes. So this is the thing. Chris Blackwell, Bob Marley had a mentor that he looked up to, like a god. I forgot the guy's name. I didn't get it. He's Cuban also. So Chris Blackwell, and Bob Marley looked up to this guy. He's the first Rastafarian guy Bob Marley met because he met Emperor Selassie. So for Bob Marley, that was like, whoa, you meet the king. So anyway,
Which country was Selassie from?
Selassie's from Ethiopia. He's
Ethiopia.
They said from the line of Solomon to the line of coming down from King David to the line of King Solomon. But it's before I finish that, that's not because the Ethiopian Orthodox priest from the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, Emperor Selassie, sent him to Jamaica to tell the Rastafarians not to worship him as a god because he's not a god. Emperor Selassie deliberately told that to the Rastas through his emissary, Ethiopian Orthodox, the Archbishop of Ethiopia. And also, Bob Marley was converted to Christianity like 8-9 months before he died. People don't know that. Bob Marley converted to Christianity because he used to talk to the Ethiopian Orthodox priest a lot. Bob Marley was a very curious guy. Bob Marley is like no other human being you can ever meet. I've never met him personally, speak to him. I used to see them come in, and it was close enough to them. And at the time, nobody paid much attention to them. In Jamaica, if you're not famous, it's when you get famous, everybody wants your attention. But when you're starting out, nobody will give much. So, This guy, Chris Blackwell, Rita Marley, Sedella. Rita Marley was giving Bob Marley a contaminated stuff. I don't want to use the word. You have to be careful. For years, slowly poisoning him. For years.
And who was Sedella again?
Sedella is his mama.
Okay.
So for years, and you can find these information. Just look them up. Some of them they take off because they don't want people to know, but it's there. So they're the one who really take our money out. Well, along with respect.
It's harder to trace that way.
Yeah. So, but Bunny Wailer himself, there's an interview with Bunny Wailer where he speaks about this thing. If you can find it, if they didn't take it off, you will hear what he has to say. The exact thing that I'm telling you. So they Rita Marley. Did you know that Rita Marley also steal about $30 million from Bob Marley?
Like while he was alive or after he passed?
While he was alive.
Was it while he was sick?
It was around it, so just a little bit before, because he was in the court in New York.
So when he left town is when she started to steal.
Yeah, you can find that information. They don't want you to know all this because they want you to think Rita Marley is the queen. Well, she's what she is because of Bob Marley. Just like Siggy Marley. Those guys, for example, Damian Marley is the one. I don't really get into their music because I don't think they can do what their father did.
They can never fill those shoes.
No. So I don't really listen to their music.
Like I know stuff I can't see on camera that I learned when I was in Jamaica
me too.
about current situation and Ziggy.
Yeah.
Only people that have been there and talked to people know, but we can't put it on camera.
No. Some of these things, we can take the light stuff.
Yeah, but even that, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can't, I can't.
No, and I can't do that.
Yeah,
talk about that.
It's better to let that be because I love Jamaica and I want to go back. That would cause me problems probably.
They probably will. But, if you're talking to the right people in Jamaica, you'll be all right. But don't say certain things.
No.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So the whole spiel with Bob Marley really started in St. Anne, because St. Anne is not Trenchtown, where the Wailers begin. It's in St. Anne.
And then he moved to Trenchtown when he was a teenager, right?
Yeah, because his mom used to have somebody take care of him. And so that's
was his grandpa?
No.
Who was it?
Another lady. Another woman used to take care of Bob for his mom.
Okay.
Not his grandpa. Peter Tosh. Bunny Wailer. They met in St. Anne, where they used to go to this place and sing their little music and rehearse and they used to be. Bob was doing that from a long time ago. So him and Bunny would get together after school and do their thing. And then they came to Trenchtown. And that's when the legacy began in Trenchtown. In Trenchtown, as I remember, my mom used to work what they call the Jubilee Hospital, which is the hospital in Kingston. And it's in that neighborhood. A lot of those people used to come to that hospital. My mom used to take me to work.
Is it the neighborhood on the hill?
No. That's in downtown. The hospital is like downtown.
Okay, over near the market.
Yeah, that area.
Yeah, because I went to the market with school.
Cronyism Market.
No. Okay, so.
Oh, there's Cronyism Market, there's Ghetto Market.
So I didn't. When I went to Tivoli. When I went to Tivoli to make my videos, it's right across the street.
Yeah.
And they were going to take me over and let me film at Coronation. But what people don't know is that half of Coronation is run by Tivoli, and half is run by what's the neighborhood across the way that's their rival? Yeah, so they own half of the market, and you don't cross that line. And normally, the guy told me we would have to go talk to the people near the middle, and just say, hey, we're bringing a foreigner through, and give them a little bit, and then they know that they're not crossing over boundaries. But there was stuff going on at that moment, and he said, if we even go near them to ask for permission, it would be problems, so we'll do it at a later point. They were looking out for me.
Yeah, because it's such a thing in Jamaica as the code in Jamaica is respect. You ever hear where they say that to you a lot? Respect. You know,
yeah.
That's the code. If you don't show respect,
yes.
So you have to know how to do that. So I'm jumping all over the place. There's so so many things coming to my brain. So, Sidney Breakspear was the one who really Bob Marley was really in love with. And it happens like that because Rita Marley was sleeping around on him. Rita Marley was sleeping with all, but it's not a secret, you know. Mm-hmm. She was going around with everybody. She was sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry. And so that's where, thus the song Pimper's Paradise. So listen to that. When you listen to that again, you'll hear it with a different intention. Every single song in Bob Marley's life is personal experience, or he's using that to give a message.
Which is funny because if you think about it, he had one song disclaiming his love for her, and another one talking about her behavior,
right?
Which is kind of funny, right?
Yeah, the love that Bob Marley expressed, I wanna love you and treat you right, and all of that, it's Sidney Breakspear. Pimper's Paradise is for Rita Marley. For the people that every month, she, you know. Actually, Rita Marley to Bob Marley was more like a friend.
It was his mom.
Yes.
I mean, not his mom. It's like when you don't love a woman anymore personally, but you love her because she had your children. Yeah. You love her because she had your children.
He didn't like her anymore because he used to, when he goes to play, to perform, he used to call her to remove the girls from the door, from his changing room. Because it should be flat with him. He used to call Rita Marley to get rid of them. So, but the real issue that people don't understand is that Bob Marley's love was Rita Marley. Because Sidney Breakspear was business. When Rita was cheating on him, he didn't have anybody to turn to. Bob Marley was cheating because of Rita Marley.
Well, I think it's also in our nature as men.
Yeah.
I think that a man can do that and still love his wife the same. It doesn't make it right, but we can still love our wife the same. But if a woman cheats, we did something, or she's feels a certain way about us that makes her, because it's emotional.
But Bob Marley never cheated on her in the beginning. She cheated on him. She was sleeping with all of these men.
Mm-hmm.
That turned Bob Marley into that people see. Bob Marley was a very quiet person. Bob Marley would be in this room and you never hear him. That's how powerful he was.
If you were a regular person, like me, I walk in, I'm at a bar restaurant, and I see Bob Marley. If I walked up, would he talk to me?
Yes, he'd talk to you. Very pleasant. But you have to be conscious about when you deal with Bob. Because he's going to put you in check.
And the people around him, too, are going to make sure you don't just walk up on him.
Yeah, because one of the dignitary in Africa, I don't know if it was Zimbabwe, he went there for, he met the daughter of the king. And when she met Bob Marley looked at her, because she had wig in her hair and all of that, and he said, "You're very ugly." It blew her mind.
Because she's not natural.
Yeah, it blew her mind. He said, "You're very ugly." And she asked me, he said, all of that, you put in my thing.
Instead of just being yourself.
She'd never forget that. She had that video out.
I remember seeing a photo at the museum of Rita before she passed, because she passed, right?
Rita Marley?
Yeah.
No, she's alive.
She's alive?
She's in South Africa. Ghana. She's in Ghana.
But she met and got an award from the Obamas, right?
If she died, it must have been recently, but she's alive.
Because I think she met with the Obamas and they gave her some gift or something.
Yeah. They what people gotta understand, Rita Marley is not what she cracked up to be. Rita Marley used to also smuggle diamonds in the private area, precious diamond from South Africa.
Wow.
From Ghana. I forgot where, but she got caught doing that.
Wow, that's wild.
She got caught smuggling. She and Chris Blackwell, they roots together.
So she was basically a hustler.
Rita Marley, the only information I got, and the only thing I know from the source from back then, is that she's not Jamaican. Her father used to play, I don't remember if it's guitar, but her father was a musician. Rita Marley's father was a musician. And so they came to Jamaica. And that's how they met at that time. Another thing I want to touch base because man, you have to go soon, right?
And probably about 15.
Yeah.
We're good still.
Is I want to ask people to think about this, right? Everybody gonna tell you they know who Bob Marley's father is. They have a photo right now. A guy that looks like Jesse James or Billy the Kid. Have you ever seen that photo?
Yeah.
They say that's Bob Marley, and that's Bob Marley's father. If you look at that photo, you can find it. If you look at Billy the Kid or the photo, you're gonna find that same photo in there. How is it? I've asked people. You should ask yourself this question. How is it that a man who is as famous as any king and queen in this world, more famous than the Queen of Holland, because I don't even know who she is, more famous than the Queen of Canada, because I don't know who they
Actually, the Queen of Holland is actually Argentinian.
You see that? Okay. And that's deep because those are, if you, I'm going to tell you something, any Latin, they're the ones who run the world.
Mm-hmm.
The Pope is
Argentinian.
Yes.
Buenos dias.
Yeah. The Pope is Argentinian.
But they don't even know. Do people even know who his father is?
No. But Marley's father.
He's a white man, right?
I don't want to say.
But he is a white man, though.
All I know is Bob Marley's father is not this guy.
Okay.
And if you have one, you cannot find another photo other than that photo. Can you anybody find another photo other than what they show you of Bob Marley?
I've never seen a photo.
Never seen a photo.
You've seen photos of the mom, but you never see dad.
And that's very weird. They said, oh, he was a general or in the army and he commonly met her civilian. That's nonsense. Something else is wrong. But it's not Bob stuff. No, that's Bob.
His dad was probably like MI6 or something for something special in the government.
Yeah, because you know, Jamaica, let me tell you something. Jamaica, America right now has the biggest, one of the biggest offices for this, I call it CIA, they call it embassy in the world. It looks like a fortress. Just to give somebody some visa.
Mm-hmm.
So, way back in the day, these people have their plan with everybody. Garnet Silk, they killed Garnet Silk. Bob Marley, they took him out, but they couldn't take out Bob Marley by himself, so they had to use his wife. I want anybody that's watching this to Google Bob Marley and doctor in Europe at the hospital, and you're gonna see Sidela, which with a glass of wine, and the doctor with a glass of wine, laughing, and Bob Marley sitting down with his hair cut off and looking like, what the heck? Look up that. All of you guys, look that up and then comment. Let us know. Okay, so this is a proof that I'm showing you that they took out. Rita Marley was a part of that. Bob Moneyweller stated that. Anybody knows those days? Based on what he said, because I've been listening to these guys for a long time. So Rita Marley, this other guy who is his mentor, is also here, Chris Blackwell, and the CIA. Why? Because if you listen to Bob Marley from he was the first record. Okay, when Simmer Down was made, you ever heard Simmer Down? You hear that song by Bob? That's his first recorded song.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go listen to it though.
All right. Simmer Down. That's his first recorded song. Now, before that was released, Bob and Bunny used to discuss if there was a rehearsal or play. Bob never liked it because he said it's not attacking the issue of what he wanted to. He didn't feel that it was organized, and in his own world, Bob Marley knew what he wanted out of that song. It's after they met, what's his name, Coxon Dodge, from the studio we used to produce the record for them. The producer, he heard them arguing about that song in the studio. And I said, what is that song? I said, yeah, we're going to sing it out. And they record Simmer Down right there without even hearing it, because in those days you had to audition to get your music out.
Yeah.
So if you don't audition, you can't just come. They didn't have
They didn't have internet where you could just make it and drop it.
So you go into the studio with your band and people and you rehearse. So when they went into the studio, the producer heard them talking about Simon. And when he heard it, he said he never heard the song. He just spoke Simon. And according to Bonnie, according to information that they received, at a certain point later on in the first day that they received, they played that song 27 times. And in those days, that was a lot. That was like about 1,000 times.
Okay.
So that's where he got started, and then everybody. That's how they got started in Jamaica and got recognized. So simmer down. When Bob Marley made the Rastafarians, the Rastas, Alan Skilcole was a those guys. Alan Skilcole bring Bob Marley around certain things, and that's how we get to get into he became interested in the Rastafarian culture. Also, Peter Tosh teach Bob Marley, Bunny Wailer how to play instruments. Peter Tosh teach him. I don't know if you knew that. Peter Tosh teach Bob Marley how to play the guitar. They must have told you that when they went to the
Oh yeah.
So you knew, but they didn't know. So Peter Tosh is the one. Peter Tosh was the leader of the Wailers until Chris Blackwell came to Jamaica. He broke up the Wailers. He really was a different. And Peter Tosh was very, very upset. You know, the real ragamuffin is Peter Tosh. Peter Tosh is the real ragamuffin.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he's the real level. If you listen to Peter Tosh is what really brings Bob Marley's consciousness to the forefront, because in the beginning, they were all friends though.
Yeah.
In the beginning,
What's a ragamuffin?
ragamuffin is that like a rebel, but not in a violent way. But if he comes to it, he'll get down to that. It's like what they call in Spanish, delincuente tapado, meaning a person who is you can't trust. They're dangerous, but they function in society as a normal person.
But they're doing their side thing.
They do the side thing, and they're like what you would call a gangster.
Okay.
But we find words to make everything look nice.
Yeah.
Every word we use, it look nice.
Well, it's
We
like
are pum pum.
I know that word.
You know, you hear that a lot, right?
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't sound vulgar. But when you hear it pronounced the other way, it sounds very vulgar.
It does.
I can say pum pum I heard this. I can say pum pum in front of any kid that he wouldn't even. We wouldn't have to lower the volume or anything because he doesn't know what it means, and it sounds so different.
It's burning up.
Say again?
It's getting hot.
It's getting hot.
Yeah, the screen won't even turn on.
Oh. So you can take that one. I did.
No.
But anyway, so look up that picture like I told you. Google it. Bob Marley in Europe with Dr. Sidell in hospital.
And they were trying to take him out?
They're the ones who did Sidella, which is his mom.
Yeah.
Interesting. The real truth. This comes out of because Bunny Wailer had a mission that he wanted to expose the corruption and the nonsense that was going on with the Wailers. One of the things that happened before Bunny Wailer died, his wife went missing. I don't know if you know about that.
No.
Okay. I think his wife went missing. He couldn't find his wife, and that's what they said. He went into a depression because that's his loyal love for life for over many, many years. So she went missing, and they couldn't find her. And if you ask me, I would say that she was kidnapped by those people that I mentioned. She was kidnapped because Bunny Wailer was on, just like Buju Banton. Buju Banton went to jail for how long? All that time, right?
And I love Buju.
And it's a setup.
Well, I think that was also the time where you were coming out of where the government was going after Rastas.
Yes.
And you had these powerful musicians that everybody was listening to,
yes.
and they were fighting back with their music.
Yes.
They couldn't fight back with their fists, so they fought back with music.
And the next thing was, Buju Banton was trying to save reggae music because they wanted to take reggae music away from Jamaica and put it into a European perspective. We don't have a problem if you come and join our thing and be part of it. make it nicer. So African vanilla make good coffee creams, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have no problem with that. So Buju realized, because in 2015, they gave a European, I wish from France, reggae artist of the year. That's ridiculous.
Have you heard of that guy M. Dot?
M who?
M. Dot?
I'll be honest with you, I don't listen to none of those.
He's a white boy. All right, guys. Sorry we had technical difficulties, but we didn't stop talking. He was given so many good, nuggets of knowledge.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope you enjoy this. You guys, make sure you check out his channel because
Mosha's Reggae Lounge,
yes,
you will find it.
and
Subscribe and like to the Army guys also, because he's gonna bring you a lot of good content. A lot of good content. This is his passion. He loves that. I can tell.
dude, I love culture, and when you get people that give you the real deal, inside information, it's amazing. And that's why, after yesterday, we set up something for today because we had to get you more cool stories about Jamaica, about the culture, about the people. So,
Can I
guys,
tell you one more thing?
absolutely.
Everybody remember the movie One Love? They don't know what the movie One Love was all about. Bob Marley was responsible for that. Okay? Bob Marley was responsible for that because the CIA wanted to bring these two entities together to create a division, because Michael Manley, which was the only real president of Jamaica, didn't want to take the IMF loan. And it was going to be a disaster for the country. And Michael Manley said no. And so Bob Marley decided, because the CIA asked Bob Marley to work for them. Remember this song, Pimpers Paradise? No,
Yeah.
Rasta don't work for the CIA?
Yeah?
That's what he's talking about.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to all these songs again.
Yes.
Now that I have the backstory he gave me the backstory to 6 or 7 songs, so now I have to go listen
There's
to them.
another one that's very famous. We have a date. I forgot the name. This was about his daughter who used to cry after. No woman to cry.
Yes.
It was about his daughter because she used to cry after him every time he goes.
Aw. And he traveled so much.
Yeah. So it's about his daughter.
Guys, you know that after he got shot, he performed the same night.
That's right.
I was actually standing at the place where he took the bullet in the wall, and he was standing in the same spot. I got to stand there. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. It was definitely a coordinated attack.
Yes, because
it was military.
That proves what I said to you, that the CIA and they used to, I don't know what part of the government, but they used to have a submarine in Jamaica on the wharf.
Yeah.
And these guys used to come out of that, so they must be Navy SEALs, and go into the neighborhood and shoot up. Nobody knows that. I heard that from a baby, from a boy. I heard this man said that, and I never forget. And they was creating this divide in Jamaica for what? To get the peoples into submission and to get rid of all these people, and so that Jamaica do not take money from the IMF. Michael Manley wasn't taking money from the IMF.
International Monetary Fund?
Yes.
Yes.
And that was also all about that. All of that time in the 80s.
Guys, you have to understand, this was a difficult time in Jamaican history where they were coming out of where they were doing genocide on Rastas.
Yes.
And then these new artists have all this power.
Yes.
And they're using their music to fight back against the government. So the government was fighting back against them.
Yes. Those music was like a newspaper article. They didn't have newspaper. They couldn't afford to buy one. So the musicians were the ones who really was giving them the news in the music.
But guys, we're gonna have a lot more just like this. And like I said, make sure you check out our content, check out our channels. He's got a lot of great stuff. Check out Philly Dom, because if it wasn't for Philly Dom, I wouldn't have known Mosha. So thank you, Philly Dom. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Guys. This is the type of content I like to make, and it makes me really happy to bring it to you. Real content.
And when you come to the Dominican Republic, look me up. Mosha's Reggae Lounge, authentic Jamaican food. This is the first and the only Jamaican restaurant on the island.
It's right on the corner of Dr. Rosen and Pedro Clasante.
That's right.
Just look for Mosha's Reggae Lounge right there.
Yeah, and you can see that. They will see that Bob Marley. You see that Bob Marley?
Got the Bob Marley painting and
that.
Bob Marley statue.
And you will see the
One Love.
Yeah, and then outside you will see the big old thing outside.
And guys, I made an actual restaurant review on the food on the reviews channel. So if you want to see I had the whole outside of the restaurant on there. So if you go and look at there, you will see exactly what the outside of the restaurant looks like. But guys, I've got to head to Santo Domingo, and I'm gonna miss now. Man, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
Love, brother. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for spending your time and giving everybody a chance to know the real history.
Yeah, I wouldn't really wake up so early. I would take a little more time sleeping to meet up with you, but I got up. It was worth it, guys.
He did, yeah. He woke up just so he could give you guys the knowledge.
Then I'm done. I go to the gym, and then after the gym, I come back and I cook.
Yes, guys. I had the curry goat yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how was it? Oh my God! And he's real.
I love curry goat. That is like the staple. People think it's jerk chicken. No, it's the curry goat. Curry goat is like
it is.
Curry goat is Jamaica.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for real, because everybody else can make oxtail, and they can make. If you notice, everybody's making oxtail.
Yep.
And they make jerk chicken, but they can never say curry goat.
No, it's Jamaica.
They can't touch curry goat. They can't touch curry goat.
All right, guys. We're going to shut it down. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, enjoy, and share this with your friends.
All right.
This is ArmyguyTravels.
Blessed love. One love. And guys, don't say anything negative about people. Instead of taking the time to be nasty to somebody, take that time to be nice to them. You never know. That person may be the one standing at the corner when you crash and fall down, picking you up. That's Rasta living.
Yes, sir.